First, I would like to thank my helmet and shoulder pads for protecting me. And then I'd like to thank parents for driving me every day and putting everything together. And coaches for coaching this team. This has been the best year so far for me.
Been a great year. I mean, only my first year playing football. We have a couple second years, but I mean, from what other guys say, other teams are real mean. We've just gone and destroyed every single one of them. So it's been the best season out of any sports team I've ever heard of and ever seen in Chilliwack Giants history. It's been fun. Thank you, coaches. Thank you, Donnie. Thank you, Mom, for driving me out. Thank you, coaches, so much. Coach Carverley for teaching me a lot of stuff that I know. My dad, he tried to be a coach, but he wasn't able to. I would also give a thanks to him because he also gave me a couple moves that I know about and actually helped me get by some of the big guys from out here to number 66, a huge tall guy. I don't even know why he's allowed in the league. But that was fun. This has been a great year, even if we win or lose. It'll always been a privilege to be a part of this team. Thank you.
I'd like to thank all the coaches for coaching me. This has been the second and best year of all my football career, and I've never won this many games in a whole season in a row. I just want to thank you.
I just want to thank the coaches for coaching me, the parents for my dad for driving me every year that I've done, and I've never made it this far in football, but I just want to say thank you to all the people who supported me in football.
I'd just like to say thank you for all the coaches and parents that helped us with how we got here, and it's been a great honor on this team. It helped me a lot, taught me a lot too. It got me in better shape, and I'd just like to thank the coaches. It's been a real honor playing for them today. Thank you.
Thank you to all the parents for helping us out with this year and putting everything together and just making us more as a team than anything else. And thank you to the coaches for helping me out through this year and supporting me through all this stuff. And one of my favorite moments was going to Logan's house and having that big party, and just that was really fun. Thank you.
I want to thank all the coaches for this amazing season. This is probably the best season I've ever had by far. I also want to thank the PPC for organizing all the awesome events. My favorite moment was when Coach Scott broke his clipboard when they scored on a kick return touchdown. That was really funny. That's it.
I'd like to say thank you to the coaches and parents that put all the time into this season. It was an amazing season.
Thank you to the coaches and to the parents for supporting us all the way through the season for a good 12-0 season. Thank you for coming out to the Rady games, to the Sunny games, and for supporting us. Thank you for the coaches for putting in the time and effort to help us along the way, to get us motivated for every single game, to get us pumped up, to get us going for the whole season. So thank you for that.
Thank you to the parents for driving all the kids to practices and games when it's raining, and thank you to the coaches for making up such a great team. Thanks.
I'd like to thank my coach and my parents for taking me to the games, and also I would like to thank the whole team. If you guys weren't here, we wouldn't be able to go 13-0.
I'd like to thank the coaches and the parents. One, the coaches, staffs who were always with us and guided us through. And if the coaches weren't there, we wouldn't have been 12-0. And if our parents wasn't there, we wouldn't have been there either, because how would we get to the games and practice and stuff?
Thanks to all the parents and coaches who helped us during this year. Thanks to the parents for bringing us out to the games and helping out with the concession. My favorite moment of the year was probably meeting and getting to know everyone and getting the 11-yard fumble recovery against Mission.
I'd like to thank all the parents for all the love and support and for driving us out to our games. And I'd like to thank the coaches for making us do all those sprints to make it to provincials. Thank you.
I just want to thank the coaches for all the hard work and thank the parents for driving us and staying in the rain and watching the games. My favorite part this year is when we won in Abbotsford and went 10-0.
I'd like to thank the coaches for coming out and helping us play in the rain, everything, cold. I'd like to thank the parents for coming out, helping, supporting. And I'd like to thank Colleen for putting all this on. And I had an amazing year. I think the best part was going up and getting the trophy with all my team. And I had a lot of fun this year. So thank you.
I'd like to thank the coaches for coming out and the parents for driving us to football every Tuesday and Thursday and to the games. And I think the favorite part of football this year was when we beat Langley for the first time.
I'd like to thank this opportunity and thank all my coaches for coming out and all the parents for driving me. My favorite part this year was when I got my first catch and when we beat Langley.
I'd like to thank the coaches for taking their time to teach us and build us up to how we are right now, because without them teaching us, we wouldn't be able to have a perfect season like this. And I'd like to thank my parents and everyone else for bringing everyone, even on rainy, stormy days. My favorite moment was when we beat Mission for the first time, because their number 15 hasn't lost in 2 years, and the look on his face was just hysterical. And yeah, that's all I gotta say.
I'd like to thank the coaches for teaching us all this stuff, and favorite game was beating Langley in the playoffs. And yeah.
First, I wanna thank my mouth guard for protecting me this season. But I want to thank the parents, great group of parents. Like coaches have said, best group of parents they've had. They support us and they cheer us on. And I want to thank the coaches because they've really pushed us and pulled us together as a team, and they've done all the work. They've made us a family. They've done everything. They're great people. And then I want to thank the players. They're my family, and I'd do anything for them, and I know they'd do anything to help me out. So thank you. My favorite moment was when we won the finals. It just felt so good, and we did it as a team, and it was hard, and we all pushed through it, and it was emotional, but it was great. Felt real good.
First, I'd like to thank the coaches for an amazing season. The season was just great, best season I ever had. Then I'd like to thank the parents, best parents we ever had, for driving out the kids out there to the games and bringing them to all the practices. Thank you for that. Especially like to thank my dad, the head coach, for helping me throughout the season, and like all the other coaches, but even in the off part, he helped me. So thank you, Dad, for helping me through the year and teaching me the basics. And then my favorite moment was just all year. All year was my favorite moment. Great season, best season I ever had. And yeah, I love the group of guys out there. The best, actually. Because there's new guys, and there's old guys from 2 years, and there's the guys I've been with all year. So it's just great.
I'd like to thank the coaches, the parents, and all of my teammates for giving me an awesome chance to be in this game and just being great overall. And I guess my favorite part of this season was just being able to make it to this game. That's it.
I would like to thank all the coaches and the players, because everybody showed a lot of leadership, and then they showed high intensity. So I would like to thank all of them. And then my favorite moment of this year was probably our second North Langley game against them, because then everybody showed high intensity. Linemen were blocking, defensive linemen were tackling low.
I'd like to thank my family, the coaches for tolerating all us players, and then the players for cheering us on, and basically all that. So, and then my favorite part of the season was probably just making it to the VCFL. That would probably be, that's really great.
I'd like to thank my family and the coaches for coaching us this year. They were really great. And I thank everybody for cheering us on. And my favorite part of the season was getting through the playoffs.
Okay, hey guys, Coach Scott. Just want to take this time to thank everyone for the year. Like I said before, this has been my favorite year coaching. You're all a bunch of great kids and had a great time this year. I hope you did too, and we hope to see you back in Bantam in 2017. And for those second years moving up, we hope to see you in 2018. Thanks, good luck.